Hi guys, welcome to GeeksZilla, and today we're going to be talking about Black Panther.
So what are people's thoughts?
I really enjoyed it for the most part, yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, there's a couple of bits in it I thought were a little twee and Disney-fied, but for the most part I enjoyed it.
My main gripe was basically about the sort of blurriness on the screen during the fights. That's the only thing I didn't like. It's too blurry, but that was probably more to do with the screen. Aye.
Okay. I really enjoyed it. I've seen it twice. I went back on the Friday after we saw it on the Tuesday. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it the second time as much as I enjoyed it the first time. My gripe would be the CGI fights. Mainly Black Panther versus Killmonger. I thought it was too much CGI suit work and not enough actual suit work. Well, that's what it felt like. I don't know if that is the case, but
I remember you saying you had an issue with the fact that they made it the two colours of the suits, so they could make it obvious who was who instead of doing it more.
Where they had two really good actors with Chadwick and Michael B. Jordan, who were physically very different in the way they moved. And I think it probably would have been identifiable with different masks, but the way they fought being very different. I mean, Killmonger being very stalwart and strong, and Chadwick being very bouncy around movement-wise.
But again, you always have to play at the lowest common denominator. So it's a 12A, so therefore there's a lot of kids that might not have got that. So for the kid aspect, I can see why they put the colours, like one sort of the purple colour and one the gold colour to work it in. But what did you think about the actual characters in it?
I thought they played it really well. I liked the character Black Panther when he came into the Marvel universe and the Avengers and stuff. And I really liked how he was introduced into that, and I thought the actor is brilliant who played him. I really do like that.
It was Civil War he came into.
Civil War,
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I really liked him in that. I thought they introduced him really well in the film. It made me really want to see the Black Panther movie.
And I liked how they tied it in with the end of the film when his father dies. So it was like getting into the funeral and stuff like that. And everything. I liked that. So it's pretty much.
So I mean, Black Panther starts 2 days after, and he's just coming back from the events of Civil War, the death of his father, and bring everyone together back in Wakanda. So I think they led that in really well.
And how they introduced Wakanda was brilliant. I really did like that.
Yes.
To be honest, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good, and the feel of the city was.
So was that the comment of like, I never get bored of coming home and seeing this?
Yeah, just as he goes through what you expect is you think it's trees, and he's obviously just goes through like a hologram or whatever it is they're trying to protect.
So, mention characters. So you've got Chadwick playing T'Challa, Black Panther again. As good as he was in the first one.
Yep.
Michael B. Jordan, who we saw in the Fantastic Four, believe it or not, as Human Torch. Terrible movie, but brilliant in this. He all the way through, from his introduction and him becoming Killmonger and becoming the new Panther.
He's one of those very rare sort of things. He's a sympathetic villain, and you can actually sort of get right on board with what he's saying and where he's coming from. But fair enough, his idea of he's sort of taking the colonialism idea and trying to use that as the way to go, because that's how he learned when he was in America and stuff like that. That sort of. But
the thing, and I've seen it online a few bits, is he a villain? He's wanting to bring Wakanda to the people of the world and not just for Wakanda.
Yeah, but he's wanting to do it by
force. What happens?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It ends with it exactly as it starts.
He's got the right idea, the wrong way of doing it is the problem.
But at no point do you ever dislike him or think he's wrong. I mean, he's just likeable all the way through,
As I said, he's just such a sympathetic character that you really do sort of get on board with him.
I've got to say, my favourite character was Denaya's character, who was Michonne in The Walking Dead. Any film with Michonne in it is up there in my opinion, but I thought she was awesome in the film.
I think she has one of the best moments for me, which is when she's when they're doing the interview with Andy Serkis's character.
Oh yeah.
And you have Martin Freeman touches Chadwick T'Challa, and she just looks at the hand and just goes, "I'm going to impale him on the table." It's just brilliant the way she does it.
That's I have to say, I don't like Martin Freeman's character in these movies. I don't like the way he plays it. He doesn't fit for me.
I know what you mean. I do like him as an actor. I actually think that would have been better played by if it was Coulson though.
Someone like Coulson with his sort of way of doing things. I don't like the way Martin Freeman carries himself in the movie. It just doesn't come across convincing.
Yeah. I enjoyed him.
I thought he was a weak link. He's thinking that when he was doing the fight sequence at the sort of flight simulator at the end, he came out a bit more sort of at that point. But no, the rest of it, I don't really buy him as the character.
Yeah. What about is it Shuri, his sister, who's doing almost a Q character?
She's awesome.
She was funny. She was funny.
Yeah,
she had some great moments.
The pure enthusiasm she has for everything, that was just. It was almost like the engineer from Firefly enthusiasm. I can't believe I've forgotten her name.
There's been some talk online about her possibly being the next Iron Man. So that could be interesting. It's a nice idea, and because she has such a tech savvy, that she's pretty much already there for understanding all that kind of stuff.
You're looking at going into the real story of Iron Man Extremis in the comic books then, because that was all about nanotechnology, and that's what they're using.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you've got the link there. That'd be quite good.
So it's one of the things I'm quite gutted about is Black Panther wasn't a book I ever bought. It wasn't something I read when I was younger. I mean, I was always more X-Men, so I don't know enough about the background, and this has made me want to go out and buy Black Panther.
Did I read something? There's a link between Black Panther and X-Men. Is Black Panther or T'Challa married to Storm or something?
Maybe in one of them.
I think there might be a link there.
There's also, I think, links between the sort of Shi'ar Empire or the Shah. Is it the Shi'ari Empire or something it's called? Again, geek fail. I'm not on forum today.
But you mentioned Andy Serkis. I thought he was brilliant in it.
And his character's one you love to hate.
Yeah.
He was so funny.
He just stole the screen when he was on.
Literally chewed the scenery.
It's even when he came out to go into the casino part of it, and he kissed the Chinese girl that was sort of sitting there, the wee woman that was sort of protecting the entrance to the door and stuff like that. It was like, even they sort of had a love for him and stuff like that. I knew he was a rogue, but it was like a lovable rogue type thing. That was great. But I thought he really did brilliantly, and his whole hand with the gun and everything else was
great. Again, I was talking to people about him the other day, and apparently that character comes back in the comic books. He comes back. I don't know if he will in this, but
I think he's too good a character to let go, to be honest.
But especially when you've got the end coming for the story arc in some ways, with the 2 Avenger films that are lined. Is it 2 Avenger films?
Yeah.
Infinity War, Avengers.
I know that's what they're initially going to do.
And then they're sort of bringing in new characters as well from other parts of the universe. Some of them are going to die off, obviously. And the new ones will.
I think there's a lot of characters from this that are going to appear in the Avenger film. I think we're seeing a lot of the cats coming back from Black Panther into Infinity War for sure.
I've seen some of the trailers, and big war scenes with them involved, so that's going to be a big thing.
With the stingers showing that Winter Soldier's there, Bucky, we can assume that that's also linked. That's why Cap is seen in the trailer being with Black Panther. So we assume, I'm assuming that he's already there. Bucky's been dropped off. So once he left at the end of Civil War, that may be where he went.
Yeah, I don't actually think he's in Wakanda during that film.
Not at that point, but with the stinger at the end, with Bucky turning up. I don't think Bucky obviously didn't go with him at that point, but I assume that that's when the fallout happens, and Cap's trying to find his way in the world that he takes.
And I think they're lining up Bucky, the actor who plays Bucky, to actually become Captain America like he was in the comics.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously Bucky becomes Captain America in the comics.
And some of them, after Cap dies. Again, it's something that's been done a couple of different times, a couple of different ways in the comics.
Well, I think they'll do that anyway, because I think the actor who plays Captain America, what was his name again? I can't remember his name now. But Chris something or other. Sorry,
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
More
That's the one.
fail.
Yeah, Chris Evans.
We're not doing well today.
So
Everything this wasn't planned out.
so I know he'll probably give up playing that character anyway after the 2 Avenger films. So
A lot of the actors, I think, because they've got a lot of their contracts are coming up, are saying unless they have something to play these characters again, they're probably not re-signing. Because I know they've just a massive thing went out, I think yesterday, that he's not renewing the Thor contract unless they can give him a really good storyline. And once he's done these 2 movies, that's him. So we'll maybe see something else come from.
There's things like that that make me think Captain America will change.
He might turn up in that new Star Trek thing as Christopher Pike then.
I hope he does. Hope he does. So what was the things you didn't like about the film? What was it?
The CGI for the fight sequences, like I say, it grated on me because there was so much CGI work that went into, or what appeared to be CGI work, that they didn't feel like the actors playing them so much. They were bouncing around a bit too much and didn't feel human.
The fight on the railway track.
Yeah.
And it blurred an awful lot, as I said earlier on, when they were doing the whole like big swing around the screen bits.
Yeah.
But again, that might just have been because the screen was so big that we saw it on, but it was grating on my eyes. I didn't like it. It was painful, almost.
You know what I mean? No, for me, there was 2 elements that, like I said, I did really enjoy the film, but there was 2 elements that grated on me a little bit. It was the first part was the start, when it was the whole celebration of him becoming a king. There was all the music playing and all that sort of stuff. I thought they just went a little bit over the top, and I was waiting for Simba to come out and be presented, like from The Lion King.
Yeah.
But no, I don't understand why they did it. I just think they just went a little bit too over the top. It's a little bit too Disney for me.
Yeah,
I think they were still trying to
feel.
keep the fact that the old ways are still important to them, and it's very tribal. It is very African, and they've never lost that. I mean, they have so much technology that they're in advance of the rest of the world. Yet they are still anchored to this whole way of life.
No, I completely understand why they did it, and I think it was important to do that. I just think they just went a little bit over the top, personally.
A lot of the stuff, the sort of African culture and thing that was in it, I think absolutely jaw-droppingly amazing.
There's never really been another film like it. That's why it's getting all the plaudits and everything else.
It's
such strong black characters and everything else. So.
But again, Nikki's not here this time, but that's one of the things. She loved the fact there were so many strong female characters in it as well.
Yeah.
So strong black female characters, that's going to be amazing for the massive majority of the audience that don't normally get that sort of need fulfilled, you know. And
the second part of that I didn't really like too much. Well, not that I didn't like it, but it was it's played by Daniel, who was in Get Out, and I think he just won the BAFTA for best newcoming actor. How he turns so quickly. You know, he knows that he's known the king for so many years, and then he just suddenly turns to become friends with the new king. You know,
I don't think he was ever shown to be that close with him. Yes, they were a friendship and all this, but I always had the feeling through those sequences that there was still this grinding thing of his family being gone.
Yeah.
And what you've got is the first thing that happens is the failure again of Black Panther to bring in the killer of his parents, but then suddenly Eric Killmonger turns up and hands him the body straight away, and I mean it's.
And I suppose I butted in on you, but also the fact that he goes like the king killed my father, who was his own brother, sort of thing. So there is that bit as well that I haven't taken into consideration.
Because I mean, there's a lot of the swapping of sides throughout the film, but again, that comes from showing how much is into each of the breakdown of each of the tribes, how important each tribe is to themselves and their leaders. So when you see the general swap to follow Killmonger because he becomes the Panther, and she swaps sides, it's because she has this fever for following the ways. You know, he is the Black Panther, he is the king, so she has to follow that. It's not what she believes is right.
What she believes or likes or whoever like that.
With the comment of he was murdered, well, no, he wasn't. It was literal combat. He was beaten.
Yes.
He wasn't murdered.
Yes, he was defeated.
Yeah.
So it was done all properly. You know, we saw how those fights go with the fight when M'Baku turns up and challenges for the throne, and he loses, and it's all done, fairly, and then Eric Killmonger does it, and he beats it fair and square in a fight. You know, there was no underhanded tactic there or anything. It was a straight hot. force fight,
Yeah.
and he lost.
Yeah, he was a good character as well. I did like him, especially when he came in more into it. Yeah, that was good. It was a really
He
good
had
funny
some
moment.
great moments, especially when they're all hiding out in the in his palace, so to speak, and they're all talking and saying what's going to happen. They've kind of forgot he's there, and he's just like, he just yawns. He's like, "Oh, we finished."
It was good to see Forrest Whitaker in the movie again as well. I really enjoy his stuff. So.
Yeah, no, that's the first time I've seen him since Rogue One. I think. It's probably been in something before since then, but
Again,
He reprises his character in Rebels,
ah,
and he does the voice for him throughout.
cool.
So and he was in Clone Wars, I believe, as well.
there you go.
So, yeah.
And then the other thing, if I could have one thing from that movie, just one thing, wouldn't be any of the tech. It would be one of those Linos, because that was amazing.
I think Killmonger's mercenary costume, I just really liked it. It had a feel of Cap, so the sort of the materials that were used on it and all that had a real feeling of the World War II-esque Captain American costume. I just thought it looked really nice, probably more so than when he becomes the Panther.
Yeah,
I just thought, bring back that other costume, it was much better, especially when he's wearing the mask as well.
Oh yeah, the eye.
I hope you get that hot toy of that.
yeah. Well, they've already brought out the hot toy Black Panther one, and the likeness is phenomenal. It's really...
The best joke in the movie. What was that for you? What was the funniest bit?
Oh, now you're asking.
I'll do mine first, then if you don't. Basically, he shoots them all in the museum. He goes, "Come here, you can go." He's like, oh. The guy turns like shoots him in the back of the head. Why'd you do that? Make it look like amateurs. Yeah. It was just, it was so good.
Probably the funniest thing was the bit where Martin Freeman touches the king, and she just looks at him and he does that again. I'll impale him on the
hands
desk.
off.
It's just brilliant.
Yeah, that's probably nice, to be honest, because I did like that.
Yeah.
Nice one.
So, fitting into MCU, I think it blends perfectly.
Yeah, it's because it's going to be used so heavily as the defence against the coming invasion. You see in the teasers for the movies that are coming up, like I don't know, are those Chitauri that are coming out of they look kind of Chitauri.
Like it, yeah.
It might be, yeah.
And they seem to be what was serving Thanos anyway. So.
That was a good thing, and I know there's been other articles written about it as well, but the fact that the film wasn't tied down to the whole Tony Stark thing, no, it wasn't his tech, which every other Marvel sort of film has been tied to, it sort of broke away from that, and it's like, no, it's its own thing.
Yeah.
Especially this tech's more in advance than his, which, as soon as that actually goes out and he discovers this stuff, we might see new tech from, in Avengers, because he's going to bring it all together.
Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to these new ones that are coming out, and definitely looking forward to seeing more of the Black Panther in there.
Yeah, I can't see why they would do a second one now, because it's the highest grossing Marvel film, I believe, in its opening weekend, I think.
Yeah. Largest opening February film, I believe it was mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Fastest growing Marvel film. It's pretty much got everything going for it.
Yeah, one of the things you said, just touching back on what you said earlier on about the whole start off of the movie, I think the reason there was so much crammed into that is obviously because you couldn't have a long time to do a backstory, so they had to get like centuries worth of backstory in a really short space of time.
No, and I'm glad they did that. I'm sick of seeing another origin film. It's just like, we've seen so many of them.
They tied the origin stories almost into telling the story as it's happening at the time as well, which was really nice. I mean, when he takes the drug from the flower and then gets basically reborn, but he goes to his father first to talk to him and what have you, and then you see it with Killmonger as well when he talks to his dad. It shows the difference in characters and handling of each other. When Chadwick meets his dad, it's all tears and all this kind of stuff, and when Killmonger meets his dad again, it's like no tears from him. It's just beautifully done.
Yeah, when Killmonger meets his dad, the actor that plays his dad, when Killmonger was the wee boy, I believe that's actually that actor's real son. That's when
that's awesome. Well, I believe there was a similar. Was it also the younger Panther? Was the son of the actor playing the older Panther?
Yeah,
I think as well. I think they used
there was some sort of tie-in.
I need to look into that actually because that was quite interesting because we saw that in the interview with the review from Kevin Smith yesterday. And that was full on. He really loved that movie.
I've not heard of anyone who didn't.
No.
That's the thing. I've not spoken to anyone who had negative overall impression of it.
No, I loved the movie. I still wouldn't say it's my
One
favourite
person.
Marvel movie. I still wouldn't say it's my favourite Marvel movie, but I certainly enjoyed it.
It's definitely up there. I mean, the Cap films still rule for me, I think, to some degree.
Especially the second Cap film, I thought was brilliant.
Civil War was good as well, but the second Winter Soldier was excellent.
Yeah.
For me, it's Planet Hulk. I know they call it Thor Ragnarok, but it's not. It was Planet Hulk.
Still not seen it.
Really?
Yeah, still not seen it. Fortunately.
Jeez.
It's one of the only Marvel films I've not seen in the cinema.
Wow. I am absolutely shocked by that.
Yeah, I
So-
missed it.
Have we got anything else to put in, or are we going to wrap it up round about there? There's
No,
much more to
I
go
think
over?
the film. I think it's got everything going for it. The plot's fantastic. The cinematography is great. The actors are out this world. They are absolutely blown me away. They were just brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Politically, it's just a strong film.
Yeah.
and everything
Yeah.
else, so, yeah, it's-
It tells its story without throwing it in your face.
yeah.
That's quite good. Full thumbs up for that film.
The only thing,
Absolutely.
in fact, that maybe is my third gripe. Why was Will Smith not in it? He needs to be in it.
He's probably quite disappointed by his things.
No.
No, I think the choice in cast throughout
Yeah.
was excellent. You know, everyone played their roles so well.
Yeah, I wouldn't have liked him to have been in it.
No, I think he's a great actor.
He is, but I couldn't see him fitting into
Yeah.
that at all. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, he's matured a bit more than these later movies, but
possibly something in the MCU for him, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure it was in that.
no.
I think he may have stolen the film if they put in.
True.
Whereas everyone
true,
else, I think, were quite respectful of each other. I'm not saying
But
he
saying
wouldn't
that-
be respectful. That's
Saying
the
that,
wrong sort
if
of-
you
Yeah.
went to Suicide Squad, no, but being the big actor that he is, he didn't really steal Suicide Squad.
No,
He played
and
it
I
quite
really
low
liked
key in that,
Suicide
so-
Squad, and I thought he was fantastic, and he played off with the other characters. It's probably actually the strongest DC film in my view, but
Yeah.
No, actually,
between that Wonder Woman,
yeah, Wonder Woman actually, yeah.
Wonder Woman was good. I like the older sort of, the first two of the Batman trilogy. They were good.
Which
Say that, no,
The
actually,
Dark Knight
no,
trilogy.
no, in fact, yeah, what am I thinking? No, Dark Knight is the best DC one. Yeah.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
go
go
on
up
to
to
it. That's a
the
whole
back
different thing.
again. Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's
brilliant to see in the
unlikely you
cinema.
won't have seen it.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you
If you
haven't,
have,
what
by
are
the
you
way,
doing? Why are you listening to
spoilers.
us? Go out there and see it.
Although I am with Golf here, if you're going to see it, maybe not see it in super screen because it was quite boring,
Yeah.
especially in the fight sequences.
I would just go. I wouldn't even go
back.
3D. I would just go normal.
Yeah,
2D.
I would sit further back normally. Yeah, but,
Yeah.
As the cameraman shakes his head. So no, overall, I think we really enjoyed
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
and I think we're looking forward to the next Marvel one, which is that?
That's first part of Infinity War.
Is it the next one? No, is it not?
Yeah.
Is it not Ant-Man and Wasp coming out before that?
No, I don't think
Is
so.
it after?
It's later in the year.
Oh no, I think
But
they're
it's-
after.
Are they after?
I think I'm not going to go into that. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see what happens with that. But no doubt we'll review them when they come out.
Definitely.
So,
So yeah, well, thanks for watching and subscribe.
click share buttons wherever they are.
Yeah.
Don't leave
Tell
too
your
many
friends.
abusive comments down below.
Yeah. And we just do this for the love and the fun of movies and comics and general geekiness. So
We'll see you again soon for another one.
yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Ta-da.